everybody, this is Robin with Creative2xmom, and today we're going to be taking a closer look into the Wild Wilderness Adventure Handbook. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin and this is Creative2xmom. This channel is all about homeschooling, parenthood, and thriving in the day-to-day. And today we're going to be taking a closer look into the Wild Wilderness Adventure Handbook by the Thinking Tree Journals. This is one that I picked up a while back, and we're going to be using it as part of our nature study in the upcoming school year. Now, we have not spent a lot of time in our homeschool using the Thinking Tree Journals, but when I found this one online, I was completely intrigued by it and I loved the idea. This journal goes through so many things, from flora and fauna in your area to making fire, filtering water, creating shelter, making knots, and that was one of the main reasons why I was searching and happened to find this one, is I wanted to get into doing different types of knots with the kids. So let me flip the camera around and give you a closer look into what's included. So this is the Adventure Handbook, a survival guide and science journal. This is by the Thinking Tree Funschooling books. I open it up and it's just a title page at the beginning. And it's divided into 3 sections. So chapter 1 is wildlife and flora and fauna. Chapter 2 is 3 survival essentials, including fire, water, and shelter. And chapter 3 is the how-tos, the knots, the orienteering, first aid, survival bag. And actually, there's a chapter 4, which has survival scenarios where your kids have to work through what they would do. So section 1 has your flora, their poisonous plants. So your kids are going through and researching, they're figuring out what this poisonous plant is and what it would look like. Edible plants. Again, you've got another edible plant that you are coloring. Taste test. My daughter's going to be all about this one because she loves how she can use plants in nature for food. Medicinal plants, that's something that we did a little bit of research about this year while we were doing herbs. And fauna, some different dangerous animals. I think what I'm going to do with this is encourage them to find dangerous animals in our area, so that this becomes a little bit more specific to them. How to identify this animal, tips for avoiding or dealing with this animal. That section goes on quite a bit, which I actually really like because we're out in nature a lot and I really want to have them looking at animals that they might come in contact with. Then we've got a section about hunting, trapping, and fishing. My daughter does a lot of fishing with my husband. Different types of fish that live here, lures, fishing techniques for this area. She's going to be all about that. Survival techniques is how to do fire building, which I think is a really good one, especially if you do a lot of camping or if you're outdoors quite a bit. I think that'd be a good skill to have. Fire maintenance, types of preventing your fire from getting out of hand, ways to collect and purify water, ways to build shelter, and then your how-to of knots. Knots is one of those handicraft items and one of those skills that I've been wanting to get into with the kids. I think it'd be a good skill to have in all kinds of situations, whether you're outside or not. Orienteering, my daughter loves using her compass. First aid, again, is a good skill to have whether you are out in nature quite a bit or not. Your survival bag. My kids are going to be all about this book. And then it presents you at the end with several survival scenarios and how would you personally deal with them based on what you've learned throughout the year. I think we're going to kind of use this as like our nature study for the year. Then we can get out and do some fire building while we're camping. My kids are really going to love this book. So that's a peek into the Thinking Tree Wild Wilderness Adventure Handbook. I hope you guys enjoyed this inside look into this resource to include in your homeschool. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what are some of the fun things that you're including into your upcoming homeschool year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.